Hi everybody, Shin here, back with your part 2 for your practical application for your shin splints. Told you kind of a little bit of what was going on with them, who it might be affecting, how it might be affected in those things and such. So let's go ahead and get into a little bit of what you might want to do with it. One thing we talked about a little bit was a muscle tightness. So I'm going to show you this kind of at the end because I'm going to have to adjust the camera for this. But one thing you want to take a look at rolling is your hip area. Your IT band, which is down your side here, and then your back side of your leg here, your calf. So that's kind of what you want to look at doing. I'm going to show you some strength stuff, and then we'll show you a couple other things. But let's talk about the run technique stuff first before we get too far in depth into this. Run technique, one real simple way that I've seen from some other people, and it works really well, is to help people in a very static instance work with their run technique, and it kind of mimics what we're looking for in an exaggerated way, is to just do some what I call single leg run stance. So run stance is hand in front of eye, and then your opposite knee is up as high as possible. And you can just work on this. You can just hold this statically. You can do it pretty much anywhere. And then as such, most people, again, we talked about the slop, you need to shuffle stuff, but we want to lift up. So we're really exaggerating it here. So your index finger's out in front of that left eye in this instance. Right knee is up, pretty close to parallel to the ground. So that's one thing you can do, just work there. You want to stand, I'm going to show you on this right leg so you can see real well. You want to stand and try to squeeze this, the glute and whole leg of the leg that's down there. So as such. So nice and solid. And then rotate. Obviously you'll rotate sides. So let's take a look at the strength component here a little bit. I'm going to drop the camera down just a smidge right there so you can see. I like to use a indicator here for squats. Squats are a wonderful movement to help you gain that strength component that many of you might be missing if you're experiencing shin splints. And you want to use the box because you want to have a greater range of motion. These kind of squats aren't going to get us stronger because they're bad technical squats, and there's not a range of motion that is going to help us. So I like to put arms out as a counterbalance if you're just getting started. Feet about hip width apart. Push your knees out. Sit back all the way down in position. Don't pause here. Just touch lightly and then back up. You want to come all the way to full stand. You don't want to be left at the hips here. You want to get everything you can out of that movement. So it's just here and back up. Here and back up. That's a wonderful way to get a little bit stronger. Another way you can use is just a simple lunge. I like to use drop lunge because it's a little bit easier to get to position. So you're just going to step back, squeeze this backside cheek, and then keep your front leg nice and flat on the ground, and then come back up. Pretty simple drill right there. You want that knee to work like a perfect hinge joint because that's going to make that front leg do a lot of work. Again, I'll show you what the right leg does work. So big step back, change elevation, try to get the knee below the hip. Imagine if you put a marble at the knee, the marble rolls back towards you as opposed to off the front. And then let's take a look at loosening up some of those tight areas. So you can use a simple roller here. I'm going to move it down so you can see it on the ground. I'm going to pop down on the ground here so you can see. It's just to go ahead and I'm going to slide the box out of the way. You can cross one ankle over a leg, and you're just going to work on the circumference of your old rear end there. Pretty simply. Obviously, you'll probably find some tender spots. What you want to do is move up to the tender spot and then just kind of relax and breathe into it and then move along. Another thing you can do is obviously work on the back side of your calf a little bit. So obviously another pretty tight area. You're just going to cross over, lift up, and just roll on. You're going to find those tender spots, take nice deep breaths, and try to get those tender spots to release. Now this is the critical area here. It's also going to be the most tender. You're going to be on your side, so the outside of my right leg is flat on the roller here, crossed over the top, and I'm just going to roll along. Put my hand on the ground, take a little less pressure, or go down to forearm and put a little more pressure on. I'm just going to roll those really tender spots. I can feel quite a bit myself there, actually, right there. Try to roll those away. Again, nice in through the nose, out to the mouth. Breaths will get you nice and relaxed. The goal is not to just have it be painful, but to also get the relaxation that you need to get that tension out. So there's your practical application, a few things to do to help get yourself back ready to run, jog again without any pain from those shin splints. Make sure you come back by our channel here, check out our regular videos, and have a great day.